Last night I had a dream about the RSI Polaris. I was flying it, commanding it, and doing salvage with it. I know, dreams are often weird. I don't think you can do salvage with a Polaris. But guess what? Today I woke up and I look at the roadmap that just released. This dream is about to come true without the salvaging with the Polaris part. We got some really meaty stuff for today's roadmap roundup. For Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. Let's take a detailed look at it. First of all, very exciting. Look at the release view of the roadmap. Something has been added. The progress for Star Citizen 1.0. I know we're still on the road to Pyro 4.0, but we're actually on the road to official Star Citizen 1.0. So it begins. Now, following the review of Star Citizen 1.0 at CitizenCon 2954, we are excited to introduce a new addition to release view in the public roadmap. The column outline the high-level objectives for the 1.0 persistent universe, offering a clear vision of where we are headed. While it's not a comprehensive list of every feature, it highlights the core goals that will shape the 1.0 experience. This new column represents our development journey toward 1.0, allowing us to continuously release features and content ahead of and leading into the official 1.0 launch. As features content are completed and ready for the next light patch, they will migrate from the Star Citizen 1.0 column into a dedicated patch-specific column. This approach let us deliver regular updates to live servers while giving you a clearer picture of what to expect from the 1.0 experience overall. Tentative. There is no date yet. Take a guess. It's probably 2 to 5 years from now. Something between that timeline, I think. Okay, characters. First entry. Implementing new technology that allows the combination of clothing and armor pieces on characters, further enhancing both player and NPC customization. Gameplay. Law and security. Implementing an updated system that handles law infractions along with security response to criminal activity. Planetary shields. We heard about this during CitizenCon, introducing Planetary Shield Tech, which provides maximum protection for ground locations, including player base, from hostile attacks. Ownership. Implementing a robust ownership system for items, vehicles, and more, including the ability to transfer ownership both legally and illegally. We can transfer the ownership of our ships and items and vehicles to other players, both legally and illegally. Guide systems. Introducing guides to the Persist universe, which provides rewards and content for different professions to players as they complete contracts and earn reputations. Insurance, tax, and warranty. Implementing a new system that handles medical, item, and vehicle insurance and associated fees, as well as the mechanism to retrieve lost or destroyed vehicles. Yes, me personally and many other content creators have made many detailed deep dive into the insurance and warranty system for the Star Citizen 1.0. Reputation 2. Integrating the reputation system with guides and rewards, as well as the addition of improved reputation app. New player professions. Addition of new player professions to the persistent universe, such as builder, crafter, explorer, athlete, and more. Wow, very excited for this. And Death of a Spaceman. This system will forever raise the stakes in the persistent universe, as it adds the ability for your player character to incur permanent injury or even death. Finally, AI Blades, a new vehicle component enabling to autonomous operation of various aspects of vehicles, such as turrets. And this is a big thing, player space stations, implementing the ability to build homes among the stars with the introduction of player-made space bases. You know what? I just made a video about the big new feature for Elite Dangerous that's coming later this year. You know what Elite Dangerous did is, it's very similar. They allow players to colonize star systems and build space stations, just like what in Star Citizen. But of course, in Elite Dangerous, there are many star systems. And now Star Citizen will also allow players to build their own space stations. Wow, these space games are really trying to achieve the ultimate space game experience. Allow players to own star systems and build their space stations. This is awesome. Can't wait to see what this is going to come to be. Crafting. Implementing the ability for players to craft various items using resources from throughout the persistent universe. You know, some of these features is going to come in before Star Citizen 1.0, like base building, crafting, different reputation system, maybe AI blades. Of course, next one is a base building. This will definitely come before 1.0 in some forms. All work encompassing the ability for players to construct and maintain bases, including resource generation, commerce, and customization. Player-to-player trading, implementing the ability for players to set up their own shops and sell wares to other players. You know what? For this to happen, we need to release the Kraken, especially the Kraken Privateer and the Banu Merchantman. The Privateer and the Banu Merchantman, those two ships is going to be the best known ships to do player-to-player trading. Player organizations, implementing the ability to create and fully manage player organizations, including a dedicated mobiGlas app. Social mobiGlas app. Creation of new mobiGlas app to manage friends and contacts, as well as the ability to easily find and create groups. We've seen this. Citizenship. Elevate your status in the verse by becoming a citizen to gain unique rewards and benefits. Well, services guarantee citizenship. We must do our part. Next one, core tech for Star Citizen 1.0, global illumination, implementing global illumination, providing further visual improvements to the lighting of both interior and exterior spaces. I mean, honestly, for the lighting in Star Citizen, it's already very good compared with other games. And I cannot imagine for Star Citizen 1.0, the global illumination upgrades is going to be even better. Star Studio, a new suite of tools and tech aimed at providing the quality and fidelity of sound in Star Citizen. This is not just the sound effect, but also if you watch the Citizen Con, for example, if they drop a bomb, you will also feel the shock wave. So it's not just the audio alone, but also the effects together with the audio or with the specific situation. It's going to be even more immersive. Star Sim, backend system and tool simulating the state of universe and economy and dynamic response to player actions. Content instancing, implementing new technology that allows both existing and new content to be instanced for more crafted group gameplay and experience. Dynamic server meshing, implementation of dynamic scaling and server reassignment for server meshing, allowing for MMO scale player counts. Ooh, I wonder how many player counts would that be? Maybe we can count in thousands. Genesis, Stark Attack, new tool that scatters ground locations based on environmental and designer data to populate the world of Star Citizen at an unprecedented scale. I'm really excited for this as well. Imagine with this tech, they're gonna populate every planet, every moon. According to CIG, every 100 kilometers, you will see a point of interest, whether it's outpost or derelicts or cave. So it's going to be a lot more things to explore and to do. Genesis Planet Tech V5, implementing the next generation of world creation with increased scale complexity and believability. So basically what they're going to do is you won't see the copy-pasted effects anymore. So when you look at the planet from afar, you see it's more believable. Instead of all these clouds or plants, looks like copy-pasted. And next one, last one, dynamic weather. Wow, real-time simulation of weather fronts on a planetary scale, including rain, wind, and thunder. Not just rain, wind, and thunder. You will also have these, for example, thunder. It will damage your ship. So you will have all these immersive effects come with the weather together. Now, missions and events. Main story. Take on a journey through the Star Citizen universe by experiencing a handcrafted story with unique challenges and rewards. And this main story will be more like a lore-based, according to CIG, and depends on your location. You will get those missions and stories. You will not only learn how to play the game, but also learn the background story of that specific like system or location, things like that. Location stories, new missions and narratives, acts set in specific areas, allowing players to experience the uniqueness of various locations in the verse. This is similar to the main story. Station warfare, including station warfare where player organizations battle over multiple grounds and space locations to gain the protection of planetary shields in lawless star systems. Yes, on the ground, you fight for those very limited ground-based shields to protect your base on the ground. In the space station, you also need to defend your space station from incursions, so you can protect your resources. As far as I know, your space station will not be destroyed, but it can be looted completely. So I really don't know what that's gonna be, but very excited to see in the future. And the world, wow, we have 11 entries. Imperial Sports Federation, a league of sporting organizations that banded together to standardize competitive sports throughout the empire. We're gonna have sports in Star Citizen. But according to Chris Roberts himself, fishing will not be included in the initial release of Star Citizen 1.0. Ah, what a disappointment. Utility tunnels, a new location archetype that brings sandbox content to landing zones such as the municipal works under ArcCorp. I hope those tunnels will connect the entire planet of ArcCorp. Next is the Council. Organized as the governing body for illegality, the Council is a collective of syndicates, gangs, and outlaws who mandate criminal activity throughout the system. Mercenary Guild. Formed after first contact with the Xian, the Mercenary Guild provides combat and logistical expertise to all concerns of the universe. Academy of Sciences. Originally based out of Retour, the Academy of Science has expanded to become a congress of scholars dedicated to the expansion of knowledge throughout the universe. United Resource Workers, protecting the people who are the lifeblood of industry. The United Resource Workers can always be found hunting, harvesting minerals, scavenging, or crafting. Interstellar Transport Guild. One of the oldest professional unions in the UEE, the Interstellar Transport Guild oversees the movement of goods and people throughout the universe. Building interiors. Gameplay-focused layouts to fill the interior of the various buildings in landing zones and other points of interest. And then we are going to have 3 more systems. The Castra system, the Terra system, and the Nyx system, together with the Stanton and Pyro. So Star Citizen 1.0 will be a 5-star system release. Wow, this is more than awesome. I really like what they put here. Even though this may be a long way ahead. Maybe we'll have to wait for years. But at least right now, we have a vision. Together with the people working at CIG, we have a vision now. We have a goal to pursue. And before 1.0 release, whether you're in the PTU or in the PU, these are all testing environments. And we have been testing this game for many people for years and even more than a decade. But right now, we are united for the first ultimate goal, Star Citizen 1.0. After Star Citizen 1.0, the game is officially released. It's not an alpha anymore. I really hope all our frustrations, all those hard work in testing and testing and testing will eventually be paid off after Star Citizen 1.0. I sincerely believe so, so we will hold the line and push the line forward. Now, let's go back to the next step, which is the very next patch, what we're gonna get. So mostly for the 3.24.3 patch, which is the IAE patch, which will be the next live patch release, most of the things we're gonna get are vehicles. First one, the Anvil Hornet FCR Mark II. This is the Hornet Tracker Mark II. And this is the first image. Wow, look at this. Next one, Hornet Ghost Mark II. And next one is the Polaris. Say no more. Let's wait just a few more weeks. And the next one is the Starlancer Max. We've seen this. And that's it for the new ships. Okay. Next is 4.0. Upon review of the support required for server meshing, pyro, and general stability of 4.0, we made the choice to temporarily remove several deliverables from the 4.0 release to free up necessary engineering bandwidth to prepare for launch. So right after the IAE, I think we're gonna get the pyro, but several things has been removed from the 4.0 and will reappear in an incremental patch once we have more details on their timing. Live support removed, engineering removed, fire hazard removed, fire extinguishers removed, solar burst removed, charge and drain removed, transit system refactor removed. We are aware that many of you are looking forward to these features, especially engineering gameplay, but rest assured that we are committed to pulling these back in as soon as possible. So with all those excitement that I just talked about earlier, now is a little bit on the other direction. I don't want to use the word disappointment, but I am a little bit disappointed about they removed engineering. However, I understand. So for whatever that is left for the 4.0 cards, especially the core tech, server meshing version 1, and the jump gates, the wormhole jump gates, and all those pyro planets, for whatever's left for 4.0, once it's released, I really hope that can be very stable. And then I will be looking forward to engineering gameplay and the fire hazard and stuff like that. So this is it. A lot of stuff we need to digest. And I know, even though I don't want to use the word disappointed, but I know many of you will be disappointed. But still, hold the line.